Good morning. Thanks for joining me at Coffee with Kory. We've got some important things to talk about today, so we're going to jump right into them. I had an instance this week where one of my real estate agents, Vitalia, was out showing homes to a client of mine. And those of you guys that are clients can probably attest to this. I don't take a lot of appointments after 5 any longer. I don't take a lot of them on the weekends. The type of appointments that actually take me away from my family. I still take a lot of phone calls and work through things and probably type up a lot of offers in my office and that kind of stuff. But actually going out and into houses in those time frames, I don't do as much of that anymore. So Vitalia was nice enough to help me out the other night and got to be, I'm not sure what time it was, probably 7:30 or so. And my client texted me and was like, hey, found a house I want to make an offer on. Just came on the market today. Not 2 minutes later, Vitalia sends me a text message saying the same thing. And I look at Jossie, I'm like, hey, it looks like I'm writing an offer tonight. And it should probably be a good idea to keep Vitalia involved with this so she can get coached up as best as possible on how this process works. And Jossie looks at me and she goes, you should go to the office and do the offer and make sure that Vitalia gets the most out of this experience. And so that's exactly what we did. It was a wonderful mentor opportunity for me to be able to go through that process. And we helped out a client in the process, and it was really great. So it was a cap of another wonderful day in real estate in doing what we do. So I'm going to leave the footnote there that I've said this before, but Jossie always appreciates and supports me in what I do, and I'm the luckiest man on the planet for having a spouse like that understands what this business entails and knows that mentoring our team is pretty important, and along with helping clients as well. So thanks for your support on that, honey. I want to talk about resiliency this morning. There was a golf tournament last weekend, a little number called the Masters, tongue-in-cheek intended there. I am not a massive golf fan. I'll watch big moments. I know who some of the players are, but and so that's what kind of led me to watch the last part of the Masters last Sunday. And Rory McIlroy is a guy that has been a big-time player in the sport for a really long time. He's won every major golf championship except the Masters. I believe they call it the career Grand Slam, and he's been trying to get the Masters for several years. And so he was in the lead going into the final round, and but there's always guys that are within striking distance. But he was in the lead the entire day. The guy that he started the final round with did not have a good day. He had fallen back. Some of the other guys were charging up the leaderboard, having really good days. Justin Rose, I'm sure that's who it was. Boy, I'm going to make myself look really bad if I misremembered that, but I know it was Justin Rose. Justin Rose had a fabulous day. Made a great putt on the last hole to get himself at least within striking distance of Rory McIlroy. But as he walks down the fairway on the 18th, he's still in the lead and puts himself in good position to win. Has a very makeable putt, a putt that I'm sure he's made thousands and thousands of times through tournaments and practices and whatnot. But he's just got to make this putt to win, and he missed it. He missed the putt, and he makes the tap in putt to tie the score. But that had to be devastating. I mean, he had a good day. This other guy, Justin Rose, had a tremendous day to get there, and then he was right at the edge of winning and attaining something that very few people in the sport have ever done. And he missed the putt. It was crushing, I'm sure. But this is the best part, is that then they go right into a playoff. Whoever beats The other in the first hole is the winner. You know, and they just keep playing holes, and if they tie, they go to the next one. They play the same hole again, and Rory McIlroy wins it on that first playoff hole, and it was amazing. You know, I looked at that, you know, from a sporting end of things, and I'm like, okay, how many times in sport have you seen a team that looks like they've got it in the bag, and then the other team or individual in this case comes back, charge them back, and gets even, and then the person or team that had been ahead the whole time then just can't pull it together, and they just crumple and fold. And in this instance, it didn't go like that. They got to even, and Rory McIlroy gathers himself and says, "Not today. I'm still going to win this thing," and he did. And I thought that was just such a good lesson in resiliency that I felt like I had to share that with you guys. It was I don't know, it was inspiring to me. And as I've gone through this week, there's been some instances where I know I've got friends out there that are needing to be resilient, and I felt like it was really important to share that story with all of you because I know some of the folks that need that and need that opportunity to be resilient can use that this week. So maybe we just draw a little inspiration from Rory McIlroy's Masters victory last week and know how that can be done. So it can be done in sport, it can be done in life, and I'm just hoping that if you're out there and you're needing something to show resiliency, you can get a little inspiration and keep pushing forward, start again. So that is that's the important stuff that I wanted to talk about this week. I hope you guys all have a wonderful Easter with your family and enjoy the time. And we'll hope to see you again next week on Coffee with Kory.